about to be past this man on the lawnmower, so bear with me. Oh, he just stopped. Okay, so I wanted to pop in for part 2 of responding to your assumptions about me. Sounded like I just said responding to your assumptions. I guess that's a little slang. Because I was cut short the other day when I was on a walk because my phone had like 20% battery. So it died at the very end. And I just feel like, wow, I'm like huffing and puffing. I just feel like there were some fun assumptions to respond to. I feel like it's a fun, creative way for you guys to get to know me a little bit better. Kate, what's good? You guys have to see. Oh, goodness. Hello. All right. I always get so scared when other dogs bark at Silo. I'm like, oh my gosh, my baby. Am I gonna have to like pick him up and save him? Anyway, I will start, once we get past this dog, I will start reading your assumptions about me. All right, puppy, I know you wanna play. It's a little Aussie, little Australian Shepherd. Okay, goodbye. Sorry, this is not the most wonderful way to start off a video. Oh, Silo. Okay. Oh, let's start with this one. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm like holding Silo's bag of poop in my hand. Ooh, my bad. Okay. First assumption. Ooh, that's not gonna work on that hand. First assumption is that I'm going to get, hi, another puppy, hello. Sai, come here, bub, come. Oh. Why? I just so happen to be walking next to all the neighbors that have dogs, but soon I will be past it. Okay, first assumption. Oh, they are so cute. Can I flip this around? Look at, they're like, they're trying to be his friend from the side of the fence. Silo! Oh shit! That is insane. Silo! Bubba! Come on, this way. Okay. The first assumption, bye-bye puppies. First assumption is that I get another dog in the future. I'm gonna have to go with a pretty hard yes on that one. Look at how pretty it is. Pretty hard yes on that one. Not for a couple, well, I don't know. I'm thinking not for a couple years until I'm like legitimately in a place for like more than a year, you know? Like a place that also is ideal for 2 dogs. The place I'm about to move into is a pretty small house, like 800 square feet. So, wow, I'm about to go downhill. Okay, we're like 3 minutes in and I've barely responded to anything. Okay, now that I am past the dogs, okay. So yes, I will probably get another dog in the future because I just feel like, not that I feel like, but like people and animals are meant to live in community. Dude, what is this place that I'm at? Like heaven? Anyway, I think that it would be beneficial for Silo and the other puppy or dog to have each other to play with. Oh my gosh, here's more dogs. Okay. Sorry, I'm like not really even a YouTuber. Okay. All right, let's get some more assumptions. Oh, they're so cute though. Sorry, we'll be past this soon, but hopefully you don't mind. Sai, is that your friend? Look at your tail wagging. Aww, they want to be your friend. That's a doodle for sure. All right, Bubba, come on. You don't want to invade their privacy. Aww, so cute. Wow, so beautiful. Silo, come on, Bubba. Okay, Sai, come. Come here, bub. Wow, it is hot. I need to take the sweatshirt off. I thought it was cold because it was cloudy. Okay, I'm serious now. I'm doing the thing. Okay, assumption from Caitlin, you always want to be self-employed / work for yourself. I would say, Sai, come here, Bob. Dude, is there another one? What even? These dogs have the best life. They all have a massive fenced-in yard, and they're like right next to this. Okay, Silo, leave this one alone. I don't think he wants to be your friend. Come on. Okay, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, do I want to work online or work for myself forever? I would say most likely yes. But I do sometimes dream of like working at an acai bowl place or like just like a smoothie bowl place. And you know those really sweet Instagram pages where these people like have like little star cutouts and they like make these beautiful bowls. Sai, come. I would love to do that, like at a legitimate place where people can come and like eat it with their friends and their family and stuff. So that technically wouldn't be working for myself unless I owned the place. But sometimes I fantasize about being the person who like actually decorates them. But aside from that fantasy, yes, I would always love to work for myself and be my own boss. Oh, this is a good assumption. Bella says you no longer use vegan beauty products since you're no longer being vegan. I imagine you mean eating vegan. Dr. Bronner's vegan floss, etc. That's false. I do use all vegan products except for one thing, which is this moisturizer that I found, which in comparison to all the vegan moisturizers works way better. So if you know of any legitimate, actually, honestly, it shouldn't even be a problem once I leave Colorado because it's so dry here. But I still use Dr. Bronner, still use vegan floss. I don't really use anything else. Vegan shampoo. Yeah, so technically no to that assumption. I assume the AT documentary is coming out soon. It is coming out soon. There's literally like 2 more tweaks that need to be made to it, like very minor. But my friend who's helping me with it, Kyle, I think he just went on like an extended trip where he's not gonna have service for like weeks. So I'm kind of praying that something will work out there. But assumption, you want to travel to every state in the USA. I would say that would be cool, but it's not like a big, deep desire of mine. I assume you are really intelligent. That's an interesting one. Sai, come. I would say I am emotionally intelligent, but I wouldn't say I'm like extremely book intelligent, if that makes sense. Assumption. I assume you'll love to visit Australia again. I will be hosting a retreat in Australia next March, so I am already doing that. Assumption, you never liked being vegan. No, that's completely false. I loved being vegan when I was, especially for the first few years. I was like so stoked on like making pretty food and all of that. All right, I feel like I need to take this sweatshirt off. Assumption, you hate clothes. I would say for the most part, I mean, hate's a strong word. I would say for the most part, I don't enjoy clothes. Like I would rather just wear the most comfortable things ever. Like I'm wearing this super comfortable sports bra. And that's one reason why I love warm climate places, is because it's easy to just wear like super comfortable shorts. And I don't know, cold places, you have to like layer up and all of that. So I don't know, sometimes clothing can be fun. It's like a fun form of self-expression, but let's see. Assumption, you still use the Daisy thing. I do use the Daisy device for birth control. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave Sai's poop bag here and come back for it. Also, it's too hot for, I cannot do it. Do you still wear no makeup? I don't wear face makeup, but I do wear mascara on occasion. I do have it on today. Okay, this is fashionable. How do I want to do this? Assumption, your hair is not naturally blonde. Oof, okay. I have a lot to say about this one. Hold on. Is this the wrong idea? Did I do this? Oh God. Literally, what am I doing? Okay. Yeah, that just happened. Okay, so is my hair blonde? Naturally, your assumption is that it's not. So when I live in a place where there's not a lot of sun, or like in the winter time, my hair gets dark, like the roots up top right now. But when I was living in Hawaii, my hair turned blonde naturally because I was outside so much. So we'll see what happens when I'm in California. I wonder if I can like tie this around me. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to navigate life, you know what I mean? Hold on. Okay, great. I'm back. I'm ready to go now. 11 minutes in, I'm ready to go. I assume that you got abs. Maybe like if I flex really hard. I think they're genetic. Like I have this genetic line in my stomach right there. Anyway. Okay, let's get some more assumptions. I assume you won't respond to this. I assume you have a super radar for good vibes and inspiration of pursuit of happiness. I don't know exactly what that means. Whereabouts in Australia are you doing the retreat? I'm doing it in Byron Bay. I assume, okay. I assume you are on meds. I'm not on any meds. Assumption, trying psilocybin. For anyone who doesn't know, that's magic mushrooms. Helped you grow and understand yourself better. 100%. You don't need it for growth. You don't need it to understand yourself, but it did accelerate that process for me. Bella assumes you're not actively seeking a relationship. Bella, I got myself a boyfriend, actually. Assumption, you want to do van life again. I do want to do van life again, but I don't want to right now. I had this like massive urge to do van life this past winter when I actually, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Woo! Sorry if that was loud in your ear. But yeah, right now I don't want to. I want to just be in one place for once. But who knows what I'll want in 3 months from now, you know? Assumption, you don't actually live in Boulder. That's false. I do live in Boulder. What are the assumptions? Assumption, okay, this is a good one. Emily assumes your boyfriend strongly, oh, I just fell in a hole. Emily says your boyfriend strongly influenced your recent change in diet. Okay, I don't even this is such a funny one because I literally said in like multiple videos, or at least on Instagram, but no, I'm pretty sure I said it in my I'm no longer vegan video, that Drew was the first person to share with me that the carnivore diet existed and that he experienced tremendous transformation with a variety of things, mostly digestion, but some other stuff too. I said it in multiple videos. So yes, in a way, he definitely influenced me because I didn't even know that this thing existed before he shared it with me. Sila, what are you doing? What are you doing, Bubba? But I made my own decision. Like, he was sharing about it for a while with me before I was like, yeah, I'm going to try this because this, and this. Anyway, assumption you use hair products to help your hair grow. No, absolutely not. This is all natural length. Pardon me. Assumption you regret not completing the Appalachian Trail. That is a good one, but that is completely false. I could honestly care less. That thing was like intense. I'd like barely gone backpacking or hiking in my life before doing that, and I don't know. It was great. Like, I learned a lot. It was a really nice detox from standard life. But I don't regret not finishing at all. I'm so content with 1,000 miles. Okay. Let's see. This is like not attractive. I'm like a grandmother looking at her iPhone. Okay. How long before she loses signal? Oh my gosh, you're totally right. I am about to get to that place. Well, I think I can walk through it. I was on a phone call yesterday around this place, and I lost it for like a second. So if I lose it for a second, I'm coming back. Let's see. Assumption you're more of a dog person than a cat person. 100%. I love kitties, but I think that when I was younger, since I was allergic to cats when I was younger, and I might be now, but it doesn't seem like I am, I was kind of like guided in the direction of dogs. It was like, I have to love dogs more because I can't really like be around cats. Okay. Let's see, what's my Enneagram? I think I'm a number 2. I forget. It's called the Helper is the one I am. Assumption you are an INFJ. I am a proud INFJ. All right, this is the spot I lose service, so bear with me. Bear with me. Assumption you have no piercings. That's a cool one. I've never talked about my piercings. I do have piercings. I think right now the only ones that are open still, oh, this tall grass is like making my legs so itchy. I think the only ones that are open still are my first holes, but I used to have 8 or 9 piercings on this ear and 3 or 4 piercings on this ear, and my ears just like did not heal properly. I also used to have a nose piercing, I think on that side, and that didn't heal properly either. So that's that. Yeah, that's why I never wear earrings. I would like to. I like the little dazzle, a little something, you know? And I would love, if I could, to still have them all the way up my ear. I would probably have a lot of piercings if I could, but I assume you work out every day. I would say now that I have a dog in my life, I definitely have some sort of physical activity in my life every single day. Whether that's just walking for like 30 minutes minimum, because we have a fenced-in backyard for him too. So if it's like completely gross outside, that would be the minimum of my exercise. But I have been going to the gym again. I just got like a 1-week free trial at this place. So now that that's over with, I don't know what I'm going to do for the next week before I move, but I'm excited to go to a new gym in San Diego. Anyway, I guess technically, yes, I work out every day, but it's not like anything intense. Your parents didn't support your decision to drop out of college and move to Hawaii. Gosh, it is so beautiful out. I can't handle it. Sai, come. Get a baby. Living your best life, Bubba. That is a good life for a dog. I feel like it's about to be like a slight downgrade for Sai because we don't have this next to the new house, but we will be close to the beach, and there's like a dog beach in that area. Anyway, Ooh, there's a okay, what was the question? Oh yeah, well, my parents weren't fond of me dropping out of college, but they just wanted, ooh, that is a lot of ants. They just wanted me to be safe, and the decision I was making was kind of like a jump off the cliff and hope the net will appear type of decision. So yeah. Assumption, you still have your grandma's necklace that you used to wear daily. I do still have that necklace. I have it wrapped up in a little thing of tissue paper. All right. I assume that you're the happiest you've ever been. You're 100% right. I am, and I would be so real with you if I was not. I'm very happy. All right, let's see. Assumption, you grew up in a religious household. I did. I grew up as a Catholic and then diverged away from that after I got confirmed at age, whenever that is. Assumption, you make over $100,000 on YouTube. No, I don't. That would be cool though. Assumption, you are an extremely cool free spirit. I feel like with questions like this, I wish that like my best friend or someone who knows me like super well could answer, because I don't know what to say to that one. I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm chill, but I wouldn't say I'm a free spirit. I would say I'm a bit more like organized and structured than a free spirit person would be. But I guess there are aspects of me that fall into that category. Assumption, you're gonna move again. Probably. I'm probably gonna move so many times in my life because I love experiencing new places. I love the feeling of like getting to know a new area. Assumption, you're annoyed with all the hate, because I am. Yeah, the annoyance comes and goes. There are days, I feel like I need to take a break so I can stop huffing and puffing in your ears. There are days where like I'm just so busy doing other things, like working and like connecting with my alignment accelerator ladies, connecting with my roommates and with Silo and Drew, and like I'm just like busy with other things that I'm like so not paying attention to it. And then there are some days where like whatever, I post my red light video or like post something and it's just like hate, and I'm like, oh, can a girl catch a break for a second? But I trust that this is a season of life that I'm learning something from, and it's not gonna last forever. So, Sai, did you just try and eat something that hurt your mouth? Assumption, I assume you would rather be on the beach than in the mountains. 100%. But like, this place is pretty beautiful. Super beautiful, but yes, I'm definitely a beach person. Assumption, you wish you could completely unplug but don't because of your business. Yes and no. I definitely think like a version of myself, or like, I don't know, maybe when I'm like, ooh, Sai, those are big ants. You don't want to go near them. Little baby. My little babe. What was I gonna say? I think maybe when I'm like 40 or 50, maybe I'll just like live in a cabin somewhere and not be on social media. Maybe like once a week I'll like go and like upload all my like life updates. I don't know, who knows? But yeah, there's definitely days where I would like to unplug. I think that I will probably engage in a social media detox, a little break in the very near future. Okay guys, so I'm walking into this field where there are so many prairie dogs. They're all like fenced off because they're special and they can't be touched. But that's what this sound is. So it won't be for the whole rest of the video, but it will be for like a hot second because I'm walking through the prairie dog field. Oh, I just realized I was in such a rush to like get out and take this walk that I'm wearing my like nice sneakers, and I wanted to change into my like new zero shoe trail sneakers because they're like, it's like kind of a dirty area. Well, it looks beautiful and clean, but I don't know. I'm just, okay, back to the assumptions. Assumption you want more tattoos. I do, and I have my hand poke tattoo supplies. Since I'm a righty, I can like only do certain areas of my body. Like I can't do, I don't know. And I can't use like my other hand to like hold the skin or anything. Anyway, yes, I want and will be getting more tattoos, whether I give them to myself or I get them at a shop. I wonder how much battery I have left. Assumption, ooh, this is a good one. Anna says, assumption, you're actually quite sensitive to criticism, but try not to show it. No, I'm pretty, like, I wear my emotions on my sleeve. When I'm having a bad day, or a hard day, or a really good day, or I'm feeling sensitive, or I'm feeling overwhelmed, like, it's very obvious. So, on days where I seem stressed, I'm probably stressed. On days where I seem fine, I'm probably fine. Okay, stop spamming me with your whatever the heck. Assumption your dog is vegan. My dog is not vegan. He was vegan for like 3 days when he was a puppy and had horrible diarrhea. So he eats raw meat every day, except we just ran out. So until we get to the new house, he's having a mix of, Sai, come, to get out of the prairie dog holes. They're so cute. Literally so cute. Okay, anyway. Assumption, you're completely against plastic surgery. No, I feel like people can do whatever they want. I haven't looked into it too much. Like, I don't know what is inside of these things. I don't know the details, but I don't know. I'm like, yeah, against some things in life, but when I say against, I just like, I'm not like hardcore anti anything. I feel like I'm very open to whatever. I assume that you become very angry at all negativity and use exercise as therapy. Interesting. Yeah, no, definitely not. I don't have a lot of anger in me. I'm like not an angry person. I remember when I lived on the fruit farm at Kanakiki like a few years ago, we had to cut down banana trees. After you harvest the rack of bananas, you have to cut down the tree so it can regrow. And we were like using these machetes and I literally like could not muster the like energy in me, like, and the inertia to cut down these damn trees. I would like whack it like, I don't even know, like 20 times, and then it would fall down. But my friend Monica, if you're watching this, hello Monica, she's like about my size, maybe like a slightly taller, but she was able to just like muster this energy to like fucking take down those banana trees because she like felt like she was able to like, I don't know, like channel her inner anger. And I don't have that in me. So that assumption about me using energy or using exercise, Sai, come, is, yeah, to whatever, combat my anger or whatever. Not correct. Not correct. Oh yeah, I have a watch on, I can tell the time. Oh wait, I wasn't trying to tell the time. That was a very end of the day, it's been a long day moment. I wasn't trying to tell the time, I was trying to see how much battery I have. Assumption you don't wear sunscreen. False. I used to not wear sunscreen when I thought that being raw vegan like basically made me superhuman and that I wouldn't get sunburn. But now that I know that's not correct, I do use sunscreen. I've also seen like people's skin age over the years. Obviously people's skin ages over the years, but people who spend like a lot of time in the sun, their skin just changes a lot faster, which yes, it's kind of common sense. Oh my gosh, you guys have to see this. Hi, Bubba. Hello, little prairie dog. Look at them all. Look at them all. Okay, I will keep going. I don't want to stress you out, Bubba. Okay, ooh, Sai, you just got a little slobber on your mom. Was I in the middle of saying something? Alright, enough with the intenseness. Assumption, you wouldn't date an English guy. What? Where does that assumption come from? Like, just for fun, or you like really think that? I would definitely date an English guy. Not right now, but like, not against that. Assumption, you don't have a close relationship with your parents. I feel like it's subjective, like, define what close means. I talk to my mom pretty often. I don't talk to my dad as often, but I wouldn't say I have a bad relationship with either of them, thankfully. Assumption, you thought being raw vegan made you superhuman. Yes, that's about what I just said. Yeah, there's definitely a phase of my life where I was conditioned and allowed myself to be conditioned into thinking that. Whew, it is bright. My lips are chapped. Okay. Assumption, you don't want to have kids ever. I feel like this comes up on every live stream. Like, always asking about the kids. That assumption is wrong. I'm not against having children. I feel like I would be a dope ass mom. Okay, maybe a little bit longer. All right, let me actually pop off for a second. I'm gonna see how much battery I have. I have 22% battery, so we're in good shape. We are in good shape, and the sun is blinding me. Where did the comments go? It appeared. Oh, there we go. I assume that you would rather have one good friend than 10 false. That is 100% correct. I am so out of breath. I've been like walking mildly up this hill for a while. Assumption, we should go on a date. Probably not. Probably not. Not in a rude way, just like, I already got someone in my life in that way, you know what I'm trying to say? What does this even mean? Assumption, you're still drinking raw milk. No, I literally had like 3 sips of raw milk, and that was it. And then I left for a trip and I ditched the whole jar, unfortunately. But yeah, I have not continued drinking raw milk or anything for that matter. Assumption, you would love to go to Asia. I would love to explore Asia. Whew, damn. Okay, I need to stop looking at the sun for a second. Assumption, it's hard being a teen mom. I'm not a teen mom. You must have me. Facts, no assumption you've been leaked. I don't know what that means. Assumption, you listen to Alan Watts. I do listen to Alan Watts. Not as much as I listen to some others, like Abraham Hicks and Mel Robbins, and yeah, I guess those are my 2 homies. Well, I wish they were my homies. Assumption, you jump into relationships quick. I would say it's been on and off for all of my past relationships. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Quick could be like 3 days for someone and 3 months for another person. This recent time around, it has not been jumping in quick. Assumption, you don't have many friends. No, I'd say I have a pretty decent amount of friends. I feel like over the past few years of like being on social media, I've met so many amazing people. It's hard to stay in like very close contact with all of them. Assumption your squat max is over 160. Oh my gosh, I wish. Maybe soon. No, I think my squat rep, my 1 rep max is 120. But for being under 100 pounds, that's pretty cool. Oh, Silo, we're gonna be tired after this. What the heck? I gotta get rid of some of this craziness. Assumption, you're anti-vax and avoiding answering the assumptions. That is a good assumption. I am avoiding the vaccine assumption. I have not looked into it enough to really be able to speak my mind on that one. I think that, yeah, I just haven't looked into it enough. It's so controversial. Assumption, you have never broken a bone. That is correct. I have never broken a bone. What? Super weird. Assumption, Silo helps your depression. I actually don't experience depression. So Silo helps me on hard days. Like when I posted my I'm no longer vegan video, Silo helped on that day. But yeah, I don't experience depression, thankfully. Assumption, you will go surfing. I just had a friend today tell me that we're gonna go surfing together when we both move to California, and I don't know about that. I don't know. I mean, I know it's gonna be totally different surfing in... Sai, come, let's turn around, bub. Whew, oh my gosh, look at this. Wow. Come on, Bubba. Oh, I love watching him run towards me. So cute. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Surfing in Hawaii is like, there's so much lava rock and it's kind of terrifying. I know that it won't be like that in California, but I also have this fear of not being able to, like, I don't know. I'm like an okay swimmer, but this fear of being like held under the water is terrifying. And so I kind of feel like I need to overcome that before I attempt surfing. This is like a decent length assumption video. We're knocking out a lot of these. Okay, assumption, you hate Freely. Absolutely not. I do not hate Freely. Like, Freely is a person just like all the rest of us. I do not hate people. I don't feel there's a reason to. Yes, she has said some not lovely things about me, but she's passionate about what she's passionate about, and that's okay. I don't think it's the kindest thing ever that she called me a piece of shit. Like, not necessary in my opinion, but again, in my maybe naive opinion, I feel like it's just coming from a place of she's passionate about what she's passionate about, and I'm not gonna hate her for that, even though she's totally been slandering my entire character and just going ham on that one. I don't hate her, it's okay. And I will continue to rise up and grow stronger from it. So thank you. Also, to all the people like literally drawing conclusions that I'm now doing symbolic things to upset Freely. No, I'm not. The assumption of I shaved my armpits to get back at her, that literally does not make sense. I'm pretty sure that I stopped shaving my armpits before Freely dove into this whole natural living realm. I could be wrong, but I don't know because I literally have never been like a hardcore or at all really watcher of her videos. So hopefully that clarifies. I don't do things like that. Like I'm not out for revenge. I'm not trying to like, I'm not trying to say things that I hope they'll get back to her. Like 100% not my style. Anyone who knows me in person knows my brain literally doesn't work like that. I was actually like blown away when my friend Bobby, from Bobby's Perspective, he made this video after I stopped being vegan, and he edited the intro together that was something along the lines of like, I forget what it was, but it was like Freely's last line of her video was like, something, something, let that sink in. And I keep burping. And then my I'm no longer vegan video, I said the same thing at the end of my video and had no idea that she had said that in a video. And I was like, oh my gosh, this totally makes it look like I literally did that like as an asshole. And I was kind of like, fuck, like that's not good. But at the same time, I thought it was creative that Bobby like found that and edited it together. Anyway, I hope that I have illustrated that and painted a clear enough picture for you guys to understand where I stand on all of that. And this is like the first time I've ever like spoken to an individual or spoken like about an individual person like so clearly in a video before. Normally I don't do this. I don't like to just talk about people, but I think it's important that everybody knows and that Freely knows that I don't have an issue. It's okay. And that I'm not doing these weird things that people are trying to like draw the conclusions that whatever. Okay, now that that is done with, assumption you are a caretaker. No, I mean technically of Silo, yeah. I would say in past relationships I have felt like I took on way more of the caretaker role. Like multiple past relationships, like almost all my past relationships. Anyway, not right now. I don't feel that way. Assumption, you won't rescue a dog. No, I think I learned some things on that one recently. Well, like this time last year or whenever it was. I would rescue a dog. Silo's little brother or sister will most likely be rescued. Sai, come here, Bubba. What are you doing, exploring the world? Assumption, you're working on new merch. I'm not working on new merchandise right now. Ooh, I need to stop licking my lips. I'm making them worse. No, I'm not. For a while, I literally had this whole like new little line that I think I showed you guys like a lot of previews of that I was going to share, and then something just like totally dropped and fell through with the printer, so that was a bummer. But I honestly just like have been so busy with other things, and also like I don't know, I feel like it's not like a priority of mine to share that. Assumption, you don't believe in modern medicine and haven't been to an MD. False and false. I do believe that there is 100% a place for modern medicine, and I have been to multiple MDs. Yeah, that's a big old fat assumption. I think that a lot of the time it's about the individual doctors themselves and their methodologies and their practices and their insight and all of that, more so than like the medical field or like the natural field. I think it's not as cut and dry as that. Assumption, you read a lot. I do not read a lot, but I do listen to a lot of audiobooks and podcasts. Well, I go through phases. Sometimes I'll be listening to that stuff like every single day, and sometimes I won't for like a few days straight or a week straight. Shoulders, girl. Yeah, I try. Wow, I need water. Assumptions, you jump on bandwagons too fast. Another thing where it's like, what does too fast mean? Like, shall I wait 5 days, 5 months, 5 years? Most of the things I do, I'm doing for myself so that I can be a better version of myself, so that I can make a more positive impact on the world. Whether that is literally just being a healthier, more high vibe version of myself, or if I'm literally helping people directly. But what was the original question? Oh, jump on bandwagons too fast. Yeah, so I was saying like I'm not like doing things because it's trending. I'm doing it because I hear about something it resonates with me. That I like think about all of the reasons for doing it, not doing it. I justify both ways. Like, this is why I shouldn't, this is why I should. I think about the whole process. Like, I have a decision-making process, you know? And I also have an intuition that I listen to. So, yeah. So there's that. Assumption: you are grateful for the all-around growth you have received since leaving your vegan lifestyle. 110%. I'm grateful for all of it. Even the hard days, even all the slander and all of the assumptions spread around the interweb about me and what my motivations are for doing things. Like, oh, my friend Megan Rock. Moon and Rock are some really sweet people. You should check them out if you don't already know them. Okay. Assumption: you will get dreadlocks again. Silo, come here, bub. Get away from the little hole. Come on. I'm not looking to in the near future. I'll never say never, but I went through a phase this past fall and winter where I really wanted them again. Like, I literally booked an appointment. Someone was going to help me do it. But I don't want them anymore. By the way, I want to say I'm a fan, just trying to get your perspective since you have an interesting outlook on life. Sorry for the tough questions. Oh, I totally, like, this is what I'm here for. I'm here to talk about the hard things, and, you know, if I pause before I respond, that's better than not responding at all, you know? So I embrace and welcome those questions. So, hello. Sai, come. You want to say hi to everybody, don't you? Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, I think we got some good ones. Assumption: you love being a doggy mom. I do love being a doggy mom. Okay, guys, I think we'll go to exactly 1 hour. We're at 47 minutes right now. Oh, that's sunshine. So we'll go for an hour, and then I will take a moment to enjoy this view without looking at my phone. Assumption: you support decriminalizing mushrooms in Colorado. I do. That is something I can stand behind. Obviously, people should educate themselves on what they're doing, how they're using the environment, where they're getting, like, all the things. I'm not just saying I support, but figure it out. Like, I support, but, like, literally be smart, you know. Assumption: you don't second guess yourself often. Silo, come here, bub. Sorry, I'm literally screaming at you guys. Sai, come. He's trying to, like, sniff the prairie dog holes because this little side isn't fenced off. I don't second guess myself. I would say that's pretty accurate. Wow, my ear is itchy. Yeah, I would say for the most part, once I make a decision, like, I stand behind it. Maybe there's some times where I'm like, oh, I don't know. Sai, come on, bub. Oh, Little Bean, that's such a cute username. Assumption: you're excited for your adventure, but you'll miss your dope-ass roommate. Yes, 100%. I am super excited for what's to come. I know it's nothing but growth and expansion and, like, fulfillment for both myself and my roomies. I am going to miss being in close proximity to them, but I know that we'll both be taking visits to each other, and all will be well. Pardon me. Assumption: you feel excited for change. Always. Assumption: your doggy sleeps in your bed. Silo does sleep in my bed. Guys, I'm trying to decide if I want him to sleep in my bed once I move to this new place, because the new place, the bed is not going to be on the floor because it's furnished, so they have like a legit bed, whereas my mattress is on the floor. And Sai, come. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so I'm trying to decide, do I want Sai to still sleep in the bed even though he'll have to like jump up onto it? Really, there's no difference for him. Like, he would happily jump up on the bed to sleep on the bed. But I guess what I'm wondering is, like, it could be a good transition to have him sleep in his bed on the floor. So that's what I'm wondering. I don't know. Time will tell. There are 600 people right here. We're 600 people strong. That is pretty cool. Like, what if your neighbor is one of the people watching me right now? Is that weird to think about? Like, what if somebody in my neighborhood is watching this right now? I don't know. Would you ever consider moving to Portland, Oregon? I would consider visiting. I definitely would like to visit. Whew. Man, I'm getting the walk in today. Whoa. An assumption, if your job wasn't doing retreats and having the career you have now, you would be a nurse or a CNA. I would say flat no to that one. Fully respect and appreciate everyone who does that work, but I know that it is not easy and not quite my style of the service that I want to provide in the world. And that's okay. People like different things for a reason, because we couldn't all do the same exact thing in the world. There are a lot of people who would look at what I'm doing and be like, absolutely not, never sign me up for that one. Sometimes I think the same, but 99.9% of the time, I am extremely grateful for what I do, and I really do feel just appreciative for everything, the service that I share with others and the support that others share with me. Assumption, it's been years since you lived the 9-to-5 life. I have actually never allowed myself to live the 9-to-5 life. I dropped out of school when I was 8 months away from graduating college. I had a part-time job at that time. I worked a lot of part-time jobs, restaurant jobs, like so many different jobs, which were all really fun. But yeah, I never worked a 9-to-5. I mean, right now I'm basically working like a 8 to 8, but it's different. It's different. Assumption, you believe the earth is flat. I do not believe the earth is flat, but who really knows? Assumption, you still believe in the ethics of veganism, doing as little harm as possible, but the way that you can live it out has changed. 100%. I believe that we should do as little harm as possible on this planet. But I've been learning a lot of things about, in my opinion, that belief system is not just the vegan belief system. There are so many people on the planet who believe that, oh look, it's true, who also feel that way and carry that out. That is a correct assumption. My throat is so sore. I feel like I've been talking too much. Assumption, you fear you may develop another eating disorder. No, that's correct. I do not fear that. I think a lot of people fear that for me, but I do not fear that. People who know me very well do not fear that. Wow, it is bright. Look at this view. Oh, is this heaven? Literally? What? Silo, are we in heaven? Is this real? Are you pooping? Oh, you're peeing. Are you pooping? I literally only brought one bag. You did go number 2 again. Well, thankfully we're out in the middle of nowhere. Now, Sin, I didn't think I had to bring 2 bags. Freaking Mr. Poops a lot. Are you a shy person? I feel like I can be shy if there's like a conversation or a group of people who I feel like have no idea what I'm like, if that makes sense. I don't know, if it's like a foreign group of people, I could be on the more shy side, but I feel like once I got my brain back, I have been less shy because I can actually function and talk and think, correspond, you know? But I would say I'm definitely more of an introvert than an extrovert. I don't know about the shy thing. Let's see. Okay, this is a good one. How did you overcome, oh well, this is an assumption, but I'll answer it anyway because I think it's important. How did you, I'm literally so tired and my throat is so sore, but I'm here for you. We have 4 more minutes that I'll be live. Okay, how did you overcome the mental aspect of your eating disorder? For me, I had this aha moment when I was going through this health coaching program, the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, and part of the curriculum was talking about primary food and the concept that the food that we consume is secondary food, and there are things called primary food, which are things like having meaningful relationships, having a fulfilling career, having an exercise routine, and a spiritual practice. And essentially, if any of those 4 primary foods are not fulfilled, then that is when we are turning to overeating or having struggles with our secondary food. I'm not saying that that is 100% tied to everyone's eating disorder. Not saying that at all. I'm just saying that when I heard that, that was an aha moment for me to be like, oh, like, am I fulfilled in these areas? I feel like it's annoying that you can see me holding my phone, so I'm trying to keep it down here. Am I fulfilled in those areas of life? And I realized that I was not. I was not fulfilled in a lot of those areas of life. Definitely not with my career at the time, definitely not with relationships at the time, and definitely not with a spiritual practice at the time. I was exercising, and that was it out of the 4. So basically, I was overeating a lot, and I just focused my attention on fulfilling those aspects of my life that were not fulfilled, and that helped me significantly. That helped me stop turning to food when I was trying to fill like a void for something else. Okay. Maybe 1 or 2 more questions? I mean, assumptions? Assumption you don't watch TV. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I mean, there's been a few times over the years. That sounds so weird and like abnormal to say. There's been a few times over the years that I've watched a television show. But really, that's pretty accurate. I've watched like a couple movies. I don't know, maybe like a handful of movies in the past few years. TV freaks me out though, like TV shows, I watched a couple of them. And it's just like a weird thing, I just don't really like it. I feel like there's so many other things I could be doing with my time. Okay, 2 more minutes. I feel like I need to stop walking for a second. Whew. Wow, I look tired. I literally had a 1-hour call with my alignment accelerator ladies today. Sigh! And have been on the phone with multiple people and an hour on here. Okay. Let's get some other assumptions. 1 more minute, 1 more assumption. I want it to be a good one. Assumption, you're gonna start bikini try-ons. That is a bad assumption to end with. No, I'm not gonna start with bikini haul try-ons. Okay, 1 more question.